Hey Sean,
What?
what's a new person that starts to play a video game called?
A noob.
A noob? What's a noob?
It's a person who just started the game.
Oh, okay. Are they good at playing the game, or do they need to learn how to play the game?
Learn.
Learn?
Yeah.
So were you a noob at one point?
Yeah.
We're all noobs at one point, huh?
Nope.
So today I'm going to teach you guys how you go from a noob to a pro in lawn care. What's up, TQ?
What's up, guys?
What are you doing here? Honey?
I'm making protein balls again.
All natural peanut butter, guys. You got your quick oats. Got your honey. What else you put in here?
Protein powder.
Protein powder, chia seeds.
Flaxseed. Sugar-free chocolate chips.
Sugar-free chocolate chips. Just a quick little snack, guys. But let's go ahead and hop into the video. I'm going to teach you guys how you go from a noob to a pro.
Let's go. I was a noob once making these, but now I'm a pro.
Awesome. We were all noobs once. So, monsters, how do you go from a noob to a pro? Well, you use the same concept you use every day in your favorite video game. You're interested in a video game? You're interested in lawn care, snow plowing, or landscaping. You make the choice. You want the video game, but you're going to do your research first. Same thing with lawn care, landscaping, or snow removal. You're going to start doing your research. You're going to hop on YouTube. You're going to get on Google. You're going to start asking for more information on what you want to do, lawn care or a video game. Went ahead and bought the game. You're invested now. You've made a decision. You are going to start a lawn care business. So it is time to start investing in your lawn care, landscaping, or snow removal business. It is time to invest in a video game. So what are you? You are what they deem today as a noob or a newbie or somebody just coming into something for the first time. Okay, so now you're a noob. We all start off as noobs. At one time, I was a noob. There is nothing wrong with being a noob. So just like any video game, you have to learn your ropes. Just like any business, you have to learn the ropes. You come into any game, they're going to teach you how to jump. They're going to teach you how to move left. They're going to teach you how to move right. You know, they're going to teach you different buttons, how to shoot further, how to shoot a three-point shot versus, a jump shot or a layup or a dunk in a video game per se. So the same thing you learn in a video game, how to move left or right or jump or shoot a free throw or a Hail Mary, a handoff, all of those things are the same things you're going to now implement in real life in starting up your lawn care, landscaping, or snow removal business. You now need to learn how to use a trimmer, how to use a zero turn. So what do? You hop on Google, you watch YouTube videos, you ask a guy like me or somebody else in the lawn care community, hey, how do I do this? And then you go out and you implement it yourself. You put your hands on the controller to say, or on the trimmer to say, or on the lawnmower for say, or on a snowplow controller. These things have to be learned by doing it with your hands, just like a video game, and using your mind and learning the concept of, okay, I need to lift the snowplow up. I need to lift the snowplow down, left or right. I need to know how much I need to push on my sticks, on my zero turn, so that I don't rip up the lawn. How to get maximum speed up until a certain point in a lawn where I need to slow down so that I'm not stopping too fast and ripping the yard up with the tires, braking. These are all things, guys, that you can learn the same exact way that you learn any video game, starting out with no experience whatsoever. The same exact thing. Yes, it is harder, but a lot of it is common sense, and a lot of it is just hands-on, putting yourself in that driver's seat and learning the ropes. So we had to come inside real quick, guys. It started pouring down rain on us. But to continue our process here of using a game and putting it into real life and the process of going from a noob to a pro, the next step is, okay, you've learned the ropes, you've learned the basics. Now it's time to go out and start implementing your mission. Okay, you're ready to go out and start doing jobs, taking on little jobs. You're not going to go full go into it and start doing retaining walls and, doing driveways and back dragging, the rock and smoothing it out and figuring out how to taper a driveway perfectly so that the water runs off of it and you have longevity for that gravel driveway versus, just coming in, dumping it down and leaving and not knowing really what the heck you're doing. It is all a process, just like a video game, going from a noob to a pro. So continuing the process from a noob to a pro is nothing more than learning the ropes. You know, as you're going through the video game, you're learning how to do more things in a mission. You know, you may start off as somebody just in the background following people. And as you work up the ladder, the same way as you learn in your business, you learn how to do an edge. You know how to mulch. You learn how to, hedge trim. You learn how to do all of these things to make yourself a better lawn care landscaper. It's the same thing that you can implement in a video game. You know, you may start off as, you're just a medic in a video game, or maybe you're just a lineman in a video game, or a first baseman in a game. There's nothing wrong with any of this. It's all a process of becoming better and becoming a better business person. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But you're just learning the ropes. You're taking in more and more information, learning more and more skills to get yourself up that ladder so that you can become now a pro. You stand out. You have mastered all of those skills. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. There are a lot of people that consider themselves pros. I consider myself a pro, but you have to understand, I am an evolving pro, okay? I will never consider myself a master of all of these things, because there are new things that come up every single day, or I learn something new, read something new, that make me better than what I was yesterday, which makes me a better pro, okay? You can master something, but there's always a better way, or maybe a more efficient way, of doing something. I learned this with snow removal. It wasn't that I didn't know it, I had just forgot that skill. So whenever it came back to me doing it, I had forgot it. But hey, windrowing is a freaking big deal and saves a ton of time when you're snow plowing. And I knew it. I have done it plenty of times in the past. But whenever I was going into it for myself, it just simply it slipped my mind. I was overwhelmed with starting the business up, making sure I was getting all the customers taken care of, making sure I had enough salt, just everything in general, starting it up. It's a learning process. So just remember, there's nothing wrong with being a noob. There's nothing wrong with being a pro that is continuously learning, but you have to remember that you have to put in those steps to learn, to research, I see guys right now all the time that they're going and doing hardscapes. I don't remember exactly who they were, but they're doing hardscapes. Some of them are going and learning like water features and how to do water features. Those things are all freaking phenomenal, and helping them become better pros, or better at learning hardscape landscaping, versus just being, what a lot of people like to consider some guys as a one-trick pony, you just cut grass for a living. And there's nothing wrong with that. I did that for many years. All I did is touch grass. But you have to remember, you're becoming a more advanced pro, you're becoming a more advanced gamer, you're learning more skills, you're learning what not to do in the game to make you better at it and implementing that. You're learning, hey, I shouldn't go around this wall this way because there's a bunch of roadblocks in the way, or maybe guys there that are wanting to harm you, when I can go this way, get up on top of the wall and have a better advantage. Same exact thing in real life. You can learn that, putting a retaining wall up, for instance, on gravel is not a good idea. You need to have a solid foundation there to put that on, so that in 2 or 3 years, when that wall comes crumbling down, you're not getting your butt sued, and your name's not getting ruined because you put up a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 retaining wall, and it's now a crumbled pile of mess on the ground. You have to learn the skills. You have to learn the right skills, and there is a definitive and clear difference between a noob and a pro. But you just have to remember, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'll use a real life instance, guys. A lot of girls on our softball teams, okay, they tend to think the outfield is a punishment, or they think they're not as good as everyone else just because they're simply in the outfield. They're not in the infield, they're not catching, they're not pitching, yada, 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 okay? That is a complete hogwash thought in the mind, but for some reason it's still there. And even we can tell them 1,000 times this is not a punishment, it's not a bad thing that you're in the outfield. They still think it in their heads that they're not as good, yada, 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 the same concept. And in reality, if we don't have them in the outfield, we're not a team. We can't win. Because if we only have infielders and no outfielders, somebody hits the ball over the first baseman's head, third baseman's head, shortstop, second baseman, guess what? We lose, guys. They score runs. They can run all the way around the base. Same concept in real life. There is nothing wrong with being a noob or starting at a point where you know that you have a mountain in front of you. And that's the difference today, guys. If you want to be successful, When you're at the bottom, you're that noob, and everybody else has got all the best stuff in the video game. You know, they're freaking flashy, and they got all the best weapons and best skins that these kids use today, and best dances, and just best of everything. That's what everybody wants. So you're a small lawn care guy just wanting to hop into the business. You're looking up and you see this huge company with multiple trucks and bobcats and, 50 employees, and, you're like, how am I going to get there? Well, I'm a noob. I'm looking at the top of the mountain. I'm looking at the video game. First thing I got to do is start implementing those skills, learning those traits, and start applying myself to be better every single day. And 10, 15, 20 years goes by, guys, boom, like that. Now you're a master, you're a pro, you're the guy sitting at the top looking down saying, come on, youngins, keep coming, keep fighting, don't quit. Don't quit, because you see a lot of yourself in that guy down there, and you don't want them to quit. That's the thing, we don't want anybody to quit. But, we can only give you guys so much information and so much of our knowledge. It takes action on your side and on your part to take yourself from a noob to a pro, guys. So I hope you can understand the concept here. I hope I made it kind of clear in my message. The weather did throw us off a bit here, so I kind of got distracted a little bit. Don't mind my water pump in the background. We are currently in the basement gym here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the concept of the video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday night. So as always, guys, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. And as always, keep salting, keep plowing, keep making money, boys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.